When I was in this hotel, I was shooting up, wasn't really eating. I was a heroin addict by the age of 16. I was ready to die as a junkie.
That was hard for me to find out my son was doing hard drugs.
I changed my life, and now I'm helping others do the same.
The support group has helped me out, tremendously.
I used to blame my addiction on my friend who introduced me to drugs. Today we're going to talk about that. There was a point in my life where I resented you a lot. Welcome to my room. This is actually where I spent most of my time using drugs. I don't know if I cut it out or anything, but this is where I would smoke, right? And then I just blow it out here. My childhood was honestly fairly normal. Did really well in school and everything.
Sammy was a good kid, smart, responsible.
I fractured my foot in soccer. That's when the doctor prescribed me hydrocodone. Shortly after that, I started taking Xanax. Quickly right after that, I was introduced to heroin. My parents, I don't think they would have ever imagined that, their 16-year-old son was, smoking heroin before his zero period class.
I noticed only marijuana, and I talked to him to say, okay, I will control that.
One day, we was here in the living room, and for some reason, the needle came out from his pocket. That moment, I find out that, oh, we have a big problem.
So I just would shove myself in that bush right there and just get high. Trying to block myself from the wind because the lighter wouldn't go on. Yeah, it's crazy. This is the hotel where I was last using at. I was shooting up, wasn't really eating. And it's just the insanity of the length that I was willing to go to. My body became so dependent, I had to get high every day. From 21 to 25, I was in and out of treatment centers, ended up in drunk tanks, getting hospitalized. I was ready to die as a junkie.
The day that Sammy almost overdosed, he looks really bad. He was out of shape, no color, shaking. So I called my husband and I said, hey, you need to come home because we have to take Sammy to ER.
And they're we need to take him to the ICU because he's pre-septic, I was using the same needle over and over again.
So it was a shock to me, oh my God, I can lose my son this time.
I didn't have any power to do anything about his life.
If my mom hadn't came home and saw me the state that I was in, I'm pretty sure I would have overdosed. The doctor came in and he started listing all the possible consequences. It brought me back down to reality. That's not what kind of life I want to live, I used to blame my addiction on my friend, Kevin. He was the one who actually introduced me to hard drugs. And today we're going to talk about that.
So what do you think about being here and how do you feel about it?
Yeah, it's kind of surreal compared to what we used to do around here. We've been sitting on this bench super high on drugs.
Oh yeah. Do you remember the first time that we did drugs together?
You came to me and I was smoking weed at the time and you were like, hey man, I know of something that's cheaper and it'll get you higher. You wanting to try it?
Yeah. I felt like if I got you to do it with me, it would make me feel okay about doing it.
Right. It's almost like misery loves company.
Yeah.
There was a point in my life where I resented you a lot. But it's no matter if you would have introduced it to me or not, I would have seeked it and found it. We know we can't change the past, and we're both doing something about it today.
I'm 100% happier than I was because there's a lot of people in my life and just being grateful for being alive. Look at us now, man.
Yeah, look at us now. Quick video for the TikTok, what's up? On TikTok, I post a lot of content about sobriety, the journey. My sole purpose is to show others that it's possible for them to also get sober and live a life that they would have never imagined. I've been blessed with a family that I don't deserve. They have always been there for me. They loved me when I couldn't love myself. Do you feel like I let you guys down?
Yes, because we did everything for the good. We tried to teach you. We tried to be there for you.
Praying almost every night, pray for you.
I think it's a blessing to be able to sit down and eat with you guys, because when I was in my active addiction, things weren't always like this.
We didn't have those times.
Now that Sammy is sober, I will say my life changed. I got my son back.
We're proud that he finished his university.
Oh, that is a big deal for me, that I'm very proud.
Luckily, I've been able to graduate, which is amazing. It took me almost 10 years. The stigma's still there. And as long as people continue bashing on people that are in recovery or in their active addiction, I'm gonna continue trying to be another voice to say, hey, it's not like that. All right, we're just waiting for Miggy. We started a meeting every Wednesday and Friday on Zoom. All forms of recovery are accepted. It's a good turnout. It's about like 40, 50, 60 people.
The support group has helped me out like tremendously. I would have never got anywhere, you know? Like, cause my best thinking got me to using heroin and overdosing and going in and out of rehabs. Doing it on my own, I never got far.
Right. I will continue helping people with their addiction until I die. There is no doubt that drugs controlled my life, but today I'm in control of my decisions.